Um, Lana is gonna come up to say hello to you guys. She wants to say hello to you guys. Yeah, so she will come to say hello to you guys. Again, this morning, um, it is more of um, getting a progress report. I find out how you guys are doing, how you're getting on with everything you've learned. Is it making sense to you? By the way, Roy, have you ever traded before? Do you have prior knowledge of trading? No. Oh wow. So you literally started from the scratch. Wow, amazing. See, this is beautiful. So you started by knowing nothing about trading. You just know how to navigate the ship. But now you're way to becoming a trader. So that's great. Amazing testimonial. I can't wait to take your testimonial when you're done. To tell people how the course impacted you. That's it. That's it. An hour every day, and you would see the result. Good morning, Mohammed. How are you doing today, Mohammed? Good morning. Mohammed is one of the consistent soldiers as well. He's been very, very consistent. Morning. Good morning, Mohammed. How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, so this morning, guys, I just want to hear more about how you guys are doing, how trading is going, and I will tell you about strategy this morning. Okay, I'll tell you about trading strategy. I'll tell you about the fundamentals of trading strategy and how to develop your trading strategy. Because if anyone trains you to trade and tells you to do exactly what they do, that's not a good trader. A good trader understands that the best you can do for other traders, if you were to teach them or lead them, is to inspire them to be the best trader of their kind. Does that make sense? The best I can do for you guys is to teach you the fundamentals, the basics of trading, is to teach you what it means, what the market means, and how to interact with the market, and then inspire you enough for the trader in you to come alive and you become Mohammed the trader, you become Roy the trader. Okay? So it's not to be me, it's to be inspired by me to be you. So I'm going to tell you how to create a trading strategy. And what would happen from there is you will begin to become your own kind of trader. Okay? The beauty of this is for all of us to have unique but different skills that when it comes together, it becomes a masterpiece. Like I said, and I'm bold to say it, I believe that in time, I'm going to have the biggest and the strongest hedge fund that has ever been owned by a black person in the UK. Not just owned by a black person, it's going to be the biggest and the strongest hedge fund ever seen in the UK. And it's going to rival the Wall Street. That's what's going to happen. And this is my journey. This is my story. And I want people like Roy. I want people like Mohammed. I want people like Angela. I want people like everybody, and so many other people that would come on this course in future sets and in future classes. I want to know that I created a finance community, that I didn't settle for poverty, and I didn't try to learn trading to just make money to make my own immediate family happy. No, I want a family outside of my family. Okay, I want to know Roy. I want to know Mohammed. I want to say that's my brother right there. And we created a new demographic of finance. We changed it, you know. We inspired people and gave people a better life, make their dreams come true. That is living. That's my vision. That's my goal. So my intention is not to. I mean, in the future, the academy may be set up in a way that people will pay their tuition to come and learn. It's a dignity of labor. If you go to school, you pay to learn, isn't it? As long as they don't rip you off. But the beauty of it is you're gonna get you're gonna get more than you will pay for. The payment is just so that you can have the decency to pay attention to it. Because as human beings, when something costs you, no matter how small, you tend to take it serious. You know, people don't value free things. But the whole essence is, it will be said that in my time, I raised an army of young people who understand finance and who know how to take it. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. So I'm excited, and I'm always happy to give, to teach, to educate. So, yeah, so Mohammed, how has it been? Have you been trading, Mohammed? Have you been taking trades? Have you been taking trades? I see Roy has been doing really well. And did you know about trading as well before, Mohammed? Have you ever traded before? Have you ever done anything with trading before? Not this week. I understand that university is busy. In the time that we're in now, you guys are getting ready for exams or writing exams. So I do understand the times that we're in. So yeah, please give attention to your university. The course, the videos will be there for you to watch and catch up. And I will always be here to answer your questions. So please, yeah, do your education and do it well. Okay, so you had a bit of knowledge before, but now it's more amazing. I'm happy to know that. Oh, you knew nothing about technicals before? Wow, wow. Only new candlesticks. Amazing stuff. This is interesting to know. It's interesting to know. I mean, I've seen a couple of people. I've seen a couple of people who are the same. I mean, when I met Ivana, I mean, I've known Ivana for a time. I've known her for a very long time. And at the time we were forming the company, she had traded. She had her own experience in trading. She had traded, but she didn't know anything about trading like that. She only knew how to just open a trade, close a trade, follow signal. That's what she knew. But now I can see now she would stress me out, bring some chat. Can you look at my chat? Can you look at my chat? Is it good? That's beautiful. And I remember telling her that, I said, look, if you're going to trade, you need to just, if you really want to do this thing, take some time out and just learn and know more so that you don't just keep throwing your money away. She's like, no, I don't really want to be a trader. I just want to be on the side. And I said, well, you can do it on the side, but you're going to keep losing money because you don't know what you're doing. And I think she actually came on the course because we formed the bigger company together. Okay, this Havilah Financial Trading Academy is just one part of the business. We've got a bigger business. Okay, so because we formed the business together, and she just felt, oh, you know what? Since this is what our company is doing, I'll just go be a student too. And I'm sure she's happy with where she is now with trading. So I'm happy where you guys are as well. Can't wait to hear what other students have to say. Hello, I tuned in a bit late. Ada, that's fine, Ada. That's good. That's fine. That's fine. We're just talking about, we're doing a family talk this morning. It's a family time. In my case, I didn't know that there is something like this. Wow, I didn't even know there was anything like trading. I'm just exploring all this for the first time with my parents. We're all government people in the country. They never thought about multiplying the money. They were happy with secured money. Wow. They wanted us to do the same. Amazing stuff. That's an amazing story right there. And Roy, when we eventually see, which is very soon, we're going to be having our link up very soon. We're actually organizing the event. It's going to happen very soon. I would like to be able to sit down with some of you and just, get your testimonial, and we're going to get you on camera because you're going to inspire a lot of people. You're going to inspire so many people. Um, there's so many people who they don't know this is happening. They just don't know. So imagine people go to work and then you get your salary and you pay your bill. Let's say you have a little bit of change left and then you use the little bit of change to just buy something. You just spend the money. And then you're going to wait for the next month and then you live your life like that. Month in, month out, month in. And then before you know it, you're 60 years old now. And then you're waiting for pension. It's terrible stuff. But hey, as young people, you've got the energy to fight. So go and fight the good fight. This is the good fight. And you go to the territory where the giants are and you fight there. Put your foot on the ground and fight where the giants are fighting. Because the invitation is there, everybody's free to go. So why not? I'm so happy to hear that, Roy. That's so inspiring. So inspiring. You know. So you can take the family to a whole new level. You know, you start a new, you start a new generation. Amazing stuff. Start a new generation. And I'm really interested in your story, Roy. I'm really interested in seeing how you do. And I know you're going to do well in life. I know you will do well. You will do well, not just because of trading. You're going to do well. You already have a mind set in a certain way. You will do well. Amazing stuff, right? So yeah, Mohammed Ada, I've not seen any of your trades. I've not seen any of your trades. Ada is just so careful. She doesn't want to make no mistake. Wow. You've got to make mistakes. That's how you know you're learning something new. Yeah? So Ada, I need to see trades. I need to see trades this coming week. Like I need to see trades every day. Every day of this week that we're coming into. Okay? That's the only way I can know that you understand. I mean, I can tell that Roy understands what he's being taught because I can see his technicals. I can see his trades. Yeah, the market is going to be open. Yeah. I mean, there may be a little bit of changes to the opening hours because of the festivity. IG will send you an email. IG will send you an email to let you know if there's any changes. They will send you an email, but the market should be open. The market is always open. The market doesn't go on holiday. Some days it may close earlier than normal. And even if it was bank holiday in the UK, the US markets, the markets everywhere else was still open. So yeah, the market will still be running. Market will still be running. Yeah, so Mohammed, let's hear from Mohammed. How is it going? Okay, yeah, you said you've been busy this week, but generally, how are you finding trading? Are you more comfortable now? You're more comfortable now to look into a market and analyze the market and take trades in that market and monitor your trade. Do you would you say you're comfortable now? Please, guys, the course is soon gonna come to an end, and I want you to ask all your questions. Okay, ask all your questions. You find it easier to read markets. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. That's it. I mean, even after I finish teaching you, you will still grow in knowledge. What would happen is I would have given you a foundation that it will be so easy to build on. Like in your journey, as you go ahead, so many things that I'm saying now will then make sense. So many things that I'm saying now, you would even try so hard to make sense out of it. Then you get it a fraction, like, okay, yeah, I understand. But as you begin to grow, progress in engaging the market on a daily basis, then you will understand that, wow, this is what Victor was talking about. And you will begin to run into some new discoveries as well. Just practicing on our demo. Amazing stuff. I want you to share your practice though. Whatever you practice, share it. Just so that you yourself can verify that you're doing the right thing. Okay? You just don't want to assume. Okay, share it. Let's see it. And I'm going to tell you, oh, Mohammed, you can do this better. That one is fantastic. It's amazing. You can keep on doing it. Things like that. things like that. Since Forex market spans the globe, this includes most major holidays, so it may be slow, it's more slow moving, but will still be open as normal on weekdays. Yeah. I mean, think about it this way. The market is traded by people like you, okay? So this is a festive season. People will want to go enjoy the money they've made. Okay, they want to go enjoy the money they've made. So the volume in the market may be low. Okay, but it won't be low for long. Once January comes back like this, look, I don't want to sound religious, but the world that we're living in right now, they don't really have a life. You know, they don't really have a life. They can't not work. So as soon as January 1st goes by, boom, more work mode, everybody puts on their work hat and they're running like German soldiers back to work. So yeah, so it may slow down a little bit. The volume will slow down, which means volume simply means the number of trades that have been executed will slow down. Um, so it just means price may crawl to support and crawl to resistance. It will just be slow stuff, but won't be slow for long. And if the crazy news comes out, people would rush into the market to execute it. So people may not be trading, but they trust me, they're still watching the market. Some people will still have some trades that are running that they're just going to leave to run over the festive period. Like if I was to take a trade now, I would be selling massive. The France 40, I would sell massive. And I'll just watch it. So I expect the 5350 to rally. It depends on what it's making up. You know, I don't even look at what the market is. You know. At time, I always have a set of markets that I'm looking at. Yeah. So you mean the general retailers? Let's see. Let's see what the market is saying. Let's see what the market is saying. Okay. So if we were to look at this market now and we were to analyze it, this is the weekly. This is the weekly of the market. Yeah. So you can see that the support is there. Okay. Support is somewhat there. Yeah, I think it still has a little bit of upside to do. No, doesn't have much of an upside to do. See, is that a resistance? Yeah, it may test it one more time. Again, this is weekly, okay? So there may still be a lot of, so we can see the big channel like this before I go forward. Yeah, because once I change to smaller time frame now, you wouldn't see a lot. You just be seeing the most recent time. So this is the channel. Okay, so it's been in the bearish market for a while now. Let's see. Okay, so it's been in the bearish market for a while now, since 2015. Thereabout. Okay, price has been falling on a falling channel. Okay, and price is raising to the resistance in this last week that we just finished. Okay, this red candle, yeah, was this week that we just concluded. Yeah. So what could happen? Price could in the next week again. Price could, so you can see that price didn't really touch the line. Again, the line is not resistance; it is this zone. Okay, so price could touch it, price could creep a little bit above it, and price could stay exactly where it is now, and for the turnaround to happen. Okay, and this already almost looks like a hammer, isn't it? Looks like a bullish hammer, looks like a bearish hammer. Yeah, this looks like an evening star, doesn't it? And remember when rally has happened, and the last candle that shows up looks like a hammer kind of. Okay, So this already is giving a bearish signal. But people won't jump into it yet because they don't want to get caught out. Okay, just in case if price decides to test this one more time. Okay. So if we look at it on a smaller time frame, say daily now, let's see closer to there. Yeah. So you can see the days have been scanty. Look at there was a jump there. Okay, at the close of this day, the other day opened really high. You can even feel like 3 days in there. This is a big jump in price. Okay. And normally when this happens, price will correct itself. Okay. Price will fill in that space. But you can see in the next couple of days, price just stayed up. So that means that jump was justified. People priced it in and people felt it was justified. So, yeah. So what could happen is this could happen. Okay. Price could fill in the gap here before it eventually starts going all the way down. So because of that, I can say there is still some buying room. It's just that I wouldn't commit to it. In this kind of market, I would be the guy that is just waiting to sell. Does that make sense? Again, this is a strategy. This is a strategy for getting into the market. That's just me. Yeah, that's just me. That's just how I trade. Except if right now here, the market has enough momentum to start the bearish journey here. Like right here, the fundamental has changed. Things have now become worse. There's just reasons upon reasons why the market will start pulling back. Okay, I can take the chance. I can put a trade, not open it yet, just put it. So for example, if I act like I'm going to sell this now, yeah, and I say I put one position, yeah, and yeah, one position, I would see how much it's going to cost me already. What I can do is I will assume that the price is going to move against me. I will try to see how much loss I will be in to see if I can stand it or not. Yeah. So this shows me that I'm going to be in about 120 pounds. The price should pull back up to test the resistance. Maybe cross it a tiny bit. Okay. So I can decide to say, okay, look, even if price goes against me up to 150 pounds, do I really want to risk that? If my answer is yes, yeah, I'll take the trade right here. I'll sell right here. And what I can do is when price even gets up here, yeah, I can even sell more if I am extra confident that price is not going to break this line. Like there's nothing good enough to make price break this line and just keep going. Yeah, eventually price will turn around. If I'm too sure about that, if I took a trade here, if price pulls a little bit up, I'm going to take more. Okay, so that when it starts coming back down, I'll be in profit, and then this one will obviously the loss will reduce until it crosses into profit, and then my two positions will just take profit all the way down. And of course, I will strengthen the positions at different pullback levels. Okay, when it goes and it pulls back, more position. Goes pull back, more position. Then I'll do that as much as I want to. And if I check the space here and I feel there's still plenty of space to cover, there's so much money that could be made or lost in between here, I wouldn't bother getting into the market. I would wait. Okay. And patience is a skill in trading. The ability to know a price point and to be able to wait is a virtue. Okay, you want to add that into your arsenal. You will need it. It will help you. Okay, and if you're feeling really, really ambitious, you can decide to say, you know what, I want to buy what's left of it. It's just that when the main momentum of a market is in a particular direction, you want to be careful to bet against that direction. In other words, you can see clearly here that a bearish move is about to start. So I'm going to be very careful to buy because that move can kick in any time from now. Yeah? Because there's two reasons why. The people that have bought this move now, right here, they're locking in profit or ready to lock in profit. And if majority of people that have bought and took this ride up here, if all of them should lock in their profit here, the mark price will already start dropping. And then the bearish guys will just jump on that wagon and just pull it all the way down. Okay? So you want to be very careful to bet against the trend. I mean, it's a rule of thumb in trading anyways, never bet against the trend. Okay? Never trade against the trend. But hey, people trade against the trend. You trade the retrace. Okay? Traded retrace. So for example, price went up here. This pullback, you could have traded it, okay? And price, and there was a mini support here, horizontal one there, okay? And price tested it 3 times, okay? Test one, test two, test three, and then eventually price went up. Price couldn't break it, okay? So, so for instance, if I wasn't in trade all this while, yeah, and I just came into the market and price was here, okay, and I've seen this, okay, price is on a journey to this resistance and did a massive pullback. Okay, this is multiple weeks of pullback. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks of pullback. Yeah, 9 weeks of pullback, and then this happened. Okay, I've seen this done a double bottom. Yeah, and then if price gets here and begins to pull back, I can jump in there to trade it. Okay, expecting price to come back to test this level one more time. And as soon as price tests this level, I'm going to take my profit and I'm going to set long. Okay, so all I've missed in this whole journey is between here and here. Yeah, so I will still be able to trade between this level and to the top. Okay, because I was able to see this strong support that price is trying to test and the support is holding. Okay, so here is a place to take a risk, to buy long. Okay, and then boom, price is now gotten to the top now. So the buyers are ready to take profit, or they already started locking in profit last week. You can see that's why this happened. And then the sellers are waiting to get the handover just to see that the buyers have given in and it's time for them to jump in. So yeah, that's the analysis of that market, Roy. Is there still a bit of buying that could go on? Yes, there could still be a little bit more, but would I be confident in trading it? Buying is about this market, I'll rather wait, okay, for price to maybe pull up a little bit, or I can just take the chance and start selling from here if I don't mind this. But as new traders, don't do that, okay? Don't do that, new traders. Be patient. Wait for price. Find your entry point. If your entry point is price hitting this level, follow your guts. If price getting this high on Friday satisfies you to say, look, yeah, price is reached it now, so yeah, I'm going to sell, then go ahead. If your gut still tells you that, look, there's still a little bit more, just wait. And how do you analyze if this pullback or if this candle satisfies that price has reached and price is about to turn around? Just go to smaller time frames and see what it looks like. Yeah. So that tiny week, okay, on a smaller time frame, this is what it looks like. Yeah, this is the Monday all the way through to the Friday. Yeah, in hourly candles. Okay. So what does this mean? Yeah. What does this mean? You can see that price is already beginning to form a falling wedge. It's beginning to form a falling wedge on an hourly. The candles are not full. The activities were very, very scanty. So you may not be able to, yeah, you can see that something like this is forming. Two things that can happen. These can happen, okay? Price could bounce between these, okay? Yeah, and to be honest, when price gets to the top, it may creep a little bit higher just because the main support is right above. Or it could break. Yeah, if price breaks this, yeah, it means most probably price is going down. There's a lot of things that could still happen, to be honest. This could still happen. Let me show you. Price may not go all the way down here. You see this bit may become a resistance. So even if price breaks here, price can get here and pull back up again and send it back into the range. Yeah, send it back into the range like that. Okay. Most of the time when price reaches a resistance support, sometimes price will just pull back aggressively because people are just sure. Sometimes if people are skeptical of, should the reversal happen, is the fundamental strong enough, they will trade all these, mini price formations before eventually, if price breaks this and then breaks this, then people will begin to see that, hey, this is happening. And once a lot of people jumps into it, then price becomes very, very decisive. So if we go back to the weekly chart and see, so you can see here, yeah, imagine something like this must have been something like this candle right here, this red candle right here, yeah, price was coming to this support, yeah. Imagine someone assumed that price is weak to support here and bought, yeah, but look at the following week. Can you see that? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eventually the reversal happened, okay, but look, this is a whole weekly candle. If I change this to a hourly chart now, a lot could have happened there. If you didn't have enough money, this could have destroyed your account, and then eventually the market will go in your direction. So imagine you bought, yeah, at the close of this candle. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Yeah. So imagine you were expecting the rate to the channel to complete this, downward journey. And if you take this as a completion, yeah, and you bought at the close of this day, yeah, the following week, look, price just went all the way down. This price movement all the way down to come touch this line that you can see here is enough to wipe out your account, depending on how much you have, or to even scare you to cut the trade in a big loss, and then eventually this will happen, and then you just set yourself back. So let's say it's taking you time to make that profit, you just throw it away because of wrong judgment. Yeah. So sometimes, and that's why people kind of adopted the strategy of wait for two more candles to confirm. Okay. I'd rather buy here and be sure that price is going to go all the way than get in here. I mean, taking risk is good if you're very sure or you just desire to do it. But to be on the side of caution, I will still wait a little bit to see what's going to happen. Just wait for the next week candle to start forming and see what's going on before you jump into the trade. Okay. Except, like I said, when price was here, we've seen all the indications. We're very sure that price is going to start taking off from there. Yeah, and sometimes it just happens. Someone is saying something. Okay. Amazing. Great. So anyone else have any observation? Any observation, any question you've been meaning to ask? Please ask me questions, and then I'll tell you a little bit about strategy. Because to be honest, I've taken you through most of the things that you need to do. My job now is just to put more confidence in you. More confidence, more confidence, more confidence. So that you can take on the market. So does anyone have anything? Any question you want to ask before I start telling you about strategy? No question, right? Okay. So, what is a trading strategy? What is a trading strategy? How would I define a trading strategy? Yeah. A trading strategy, a layman's buy lows, sell the highs. That is a strategy. To be honest, that is not even a strategy. That is just a modus operandi. That's just how let's say now. That is just how trading works. So it's not necessarily a strategy. It is how trading works. If you sell the high and buy the lows, you will never make money. No, if you sell the lows, if you sell the lows and buy the highs, you will just never make money. You're counter trading. You're not trading. You're deliberately not trading. Yeah. So buy the lows, sell the highs. That is the soul of trading. Okay. So now the ability to find the lows and find the highs and know that this is how high this will go, and it will go no further. It will turn around. But this is how low this will go, and it will go lower. It will turn around. That is then the skill of a trader. Okay, that is a technical skill of a trader to know reversal points. Okay, strategy is a method. Okay, is a method adopted by an individual to execute trades. Okay, everybody will look at certain things and say, you know what, this is how I approach this thing. This is how I do it. Okay, this is how I like to do it. Yeah. So, for example, if you guys are familiar with football, yeah, what makes everybody's playing football? Okay. So it's like you're saying, put the ball at the back of the net is a strategy. No, it's not a strategy. It is just what football is all about. Yeah. Football is all about scoring goals. So at the end of the day, you can do it however you want to do it, but put the ball at the back of the net is not like trading in the 10 minutes time frame. Yeah, that could be that could be a strategy. Okay, that could be a strategy. But yeah, put the ball at the back of the net is football. Okay, that's what football is all about. Score goals. Okay. However, why would football teams have different coaches? Because different coaches have different strategies. They have different ways they feel football can be played to achieve the same result, or maybe a better result than that guy. Okay. So hence, football coaches are not paid the same salary. They're paid different levels of salary based on their different levels of exploit, which they have been able to achieve by their own unique strategy. Okay? So this coach will say, look, I believe in having many midfielders. And another one will say, no, I don't think you need a lot. I think you need just 2, 3. And another one will say, I believe in having many defenders. Just try not to concede a goal. And the coach will say, I don't care about conceding. You can score me. I'll just make sure I score more than you. That's that. So this. Do you understand that? I'm using that to illustrate what strategy is. Okay. Some people are long-term traders. They want to find reversal on a long term, and they want to get into it right when it's happening. And they're going to leave you to run for time until it gets to the destination. And they don't care about the corrections that are happening in the middle. They don't care about that. Their strategy is find the trend when the trend is starting and ride it. A very good example is this. Yeah. Someone has seen this happen. As price was descending, they're just waiting for price to hit this. Yeah, look. 1, 2. They're just waiting for this. As soon as this happens, they take their position here and they put in all their money. Like they just put in all the money in there. Yeah. And whilst all of this, and people are going to be trading, every day in this candle, price came this low. This is weekly, by the way. Yeah. Look how many weeks it took for price to get up there. You count all these candles. It's in many weeks of journey, but price eventually got there. So they just set their trade here to take profit with price, which is here. End of story. They don't care about whatever must have happened here that made price drop. They don't care. Okay? They will just say, you know what? I'll put my trade here. I'm going to take profit here. If I find a major pullback, I'll add more position. And then I'll just leave it. That is a trading strategy. Someone can say, look, I'm not a very patient person. I'm not a very stable person to trade every single twist and turn. So I'll just find the long-term range and I'll just jump into it and I'll just leave my money and I'll come back in a harvest period. That's a long-term trader. Whereas some people, yeah, who have the same amount of money can say, you know what, I'll put 50% of my money in here. And then the remaining 50%, I'm going to be using it to catch small trades in between. So that eventually when price gets here, my 50% will have made a lot of money. And probably maybe I will have made some money to just jogging in between, all the pullbacks and corrections and, all the funny retracements that is happening in the middle. And someone can say, you know what, I don't want to trade. I don't want to commit to any long-term trade. I just want to take it one day at a time. Okay, these are different trading strategies. Yeah, so that is strategy. Okay, how do I know it's strategy? different from the soul of a business or the soul of something. The soul of something is how it must be. Like you can't have an alternative. Okay. A strategy is different ways of doing certain things to achieve the same result or maybe better results. Okay. Strategies will be different ways to do the same thing. Okay. Playing football, every single team plays football. They kick that soccer ball around and they aim to outrun their opponent and put it at the back of the net. That is the aim of every team. Okay. If you do anything other than that, then you're not playing football. Okay. However, the means to achieve that can then happen in different ways. Some teams can just say, just take the ball to the corner and cross it and hit the ball in. Because we have tall players, so that's what we're going to do. We're taller, so we're going to build our strategy around the height of our strikers. Does that make sense? This is possible. You say, look, we've got footballers who can take long range shots, so we don't need to get into their box. Okay, just get close enough and shoot. Some people can say we've got very quick footballers, so give the ball to the fastest guys and let them just run. Yeah. And some teams have some players who are just controversial, who know how to get fouls and know how to get penalties. They just get into your box and drop on the floor. And they're going to act like they're about to die. And as soon as the referee blows penalty, they're going to stand up like nothing happened. Okay. These are strategies. Just win at all costs. Yeah? So the same thing. In trading, there are different strategies to making profit. Okay? One of the strategy is, I remember Ivana when she started trading, whoever was giving them signal taught them a strategy. It's just that I didn't think the person taught them how to monitor the strategy or in what circumstance to use it. So they just use it all the time. Like they just use it all the time. Okay. And it is, if you want to trade, take trades in two positions, in opposite directions. So buy and sell at the same time and see which one moves first. Okay. That is a strategy. It's just that you need to know when to use it. Okay. So strategies are ways of trading, but those strategies are subject to the setups in the market. You have to look at the market, look at the setup, and you have to reach into your arsenal and bring out the best strategy to take advantage of that situation. So when the market is under crash, the market is crashing, there is a strategy of trading crash, the crashing market. When the market is very, very slow, it seems like nothing really, really strong is happening. There is a strategy to trade the slow market. And when the market is very volatile, jumping up, down, violently, it's moving so strong, down, moving so strong up, there is a way to trade that. Okay? There is a way to trade news. Yeah? There's something they call sell the rumor, buy the news. Or buy the rumor, sell the news. In other words, if you know that disaster is coming to a particular market and you can see that this disaster is coming, but everybody just seems to feel, yeah, everything is fine. And they're actually just jumping on every good news that comes. Remember I mentioned this a few weeks ago. That is a perfect setup of buy the rumor, sell the news. Okay? Because you know that eventually when the real news about this situation comes out, it's going to be terrible. But right now, everybody is just rumoring that, everything is fine. It's fine. So people will buy the rumor in order to sell the news. You know why? Because if price was at this level, and if they should sell, the support is at this level. Yeah, this is the distance of profit making. So if you're sure that this eventually will happen, price will move from here down here, buy the rumor simply means push the price a little bit higher, just so that you have more room to make profit. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? That is the whole essence of buy the rumor, sell the news. Let's create more room for ourselves to make profit. We know this market is going to go down. So let's just increase the journey time. That's more money, isn't it? If price is at 20, if price is at level 20, you feel it's going to drop to level 50, you only have 30 pips to make. You only have 30 pips to make. So why don't we use a rumor to push the price to level 10 so that we've now created 40 pips for ourselves to make? Maybe push it to level 5, 45 pips. Maybe push it to level 2 and then crash it from there. Crash and dash. So that is a strategy. Buy the rumor, sell the news is a strategy. Trading in opposite direction is a strategy. When should you use trading in opposite direction? To do that, if you're trading on IG, you need to set on your settings. You need to go to your settings and open position. You need to set this. You need to adjust the setting to force open. By default, it will be on net off. Net off simply means if you open a position in the opposite direction of a position that you already have, it closes it. So in other words, if I'm selling 4 positions in this trade, if I decide to open 2 positions again, what it will happen is it will cancel. So the plus position will cancel some of the minus positions. Yeah. So and the repercussion of that was if I was selling 4 positions and I was in £400 loss, and I'm hanging on to it to say, look, eventually it will come back and I'll be in profit. But right now I'm in £400 loss. And if I feel where price is right now, price is going to go up. So let me put a buy position. If I didn't adjust my setting to allow me to open 2 positions at the same time to run concurrently, if I don't adjust my setting to that, if I decide to open 2 positions, what it will happen is it will take out 2 positions from my 4 sell positions. And what does that mean? It will cut £200 out of my loss. Okay, so I will lose £200. That's what it means. It's just assume that I want to close 2 of my 4 positions. Yeah. So in order to have the 4 positions open, untouched, and have 2 buy positions open at the same time, you need to go to your settings, like so. Go to your settings, then you see here. By default, it will be on. By default, it will be on net off. Net off simply means cancel positions out in opposite direction. Yeah, you need to change it to force open. So force open allows you to, it means force the other position open without affecting the current position. Okay, so you need to do that. If you do that, then you will be able to take advantage of that strategy. And how does that strategy work? It's simple. So for example, you will be able to use that strategy in this situation. Okay, when price is touched the bottom here, price is supposed to come touch the top here, but it's not touching the top, it's just hanging in the middle. Yeah, it's just hanging in the middle here. Yeah, so say price was here, or say price was around here, and you're thinking, price is in the middle. I don't know if it's going to go ahead and go all the way to the top. Maybe it's going to go to go down. It's just in the middle. How do I trade this? You can open trades in the opposite direction. You can buy 2, sell 2, or buy 1 position and sell 1 position. So if this moves first, yeah. But if you're doing that, you need to know a pullback zone as well. So what will happen is if you buy 1 and sell 1 here, as price begins to move here, your sell position begins to increase in profit, and your buy position begins to increase in loss. Yeah. So if from here to here is on your sell position, as now maybe £50 profit, you're going to be in probably maybe £50 loss as well. Okay, so it's going to be plus 50 minus 50. So should you close the 2 positions there, you haven't lost money, you haven't made money. Okay. So what you then do is, in order to take advantage of that profit and make money, you need to know where price is going to get to, and it's going to pull back and come to your starting position. Yeah, come to, or at least close enough. So what that means is, if you open a buy position and a sell position on this price level, if price comes down here, and for some reason you know that price is going to pull back from here, yeah, you know the price is going to pull back from here, then you close the sell position here to lock in the profit. So what will happen is you've now locked in £50 profit now, but you're still in the other trade that is open, you're still in minus £50. At what point does the £50 you've locked in, at what point would you consider it profit? Because right now it's not profit. You've locked it in, okay, you've closed the trade at £50 profit, but you're still in £50 loss in the other trade. So it's as good as you've not made any profit. Okay. As soon as this price begins to rise, obviously this £50 loss begins to then reduce, isn't it? Begins to reduce until eventually when price gets back to your opening position and it gets back to zero. At that point, the £50 you've closed in has now become full profit because now you're not in loss anymore. Yeah. And in fact, if you left this position, at that point, you can then close this position at zero. Okay. You can close it at zero. And then that's a typical way to use that strategy. Does that make sense, guys? Do you understand that? So you took position in two directions from here, and you're waiting to see which one manifests first. Okay. And then market moves down. Okay. So the sell is the one that led the way. Got all the way here. You're now in minus £50 and plus £50. Yeah. You lock in the one that is in profit because you know price is going to pull back to where the journey started. And as price begins to pull back, the other one in minus begins to erase until it now comes to zero. And in fact, if you're brave, you could have left it to make more profit. Yeah, make profit. If you close there around here, maybe you didn't even get here. Maybe as soon as price got here, just for you know what, it's in £10 profit and you close it. Overall, you've now made £60 from that trade. Okay, that is how to use that strategy. Does that make sense? Yeah, I experienced that this week. My position got less as I did buy and sell in the same trade. And yes, got amazing stuff. And Mohammed got it as well. Yeah, so that's how to use that strategy. Now imagine if you don't really know much about trading and someone just taught you only that. You're going to use that all the time and it's only going to work when the setup is perfect for it. When the setup is not perfect for it, you will throw that net out there, you will catch no fish. You will just keep losing money. Okay. Imagine you do imagine you do it here. Imagine you did buy one and sell one here. The chance that price is going to break this line and go up is so not realistic. So obviously, only selling is reasonable here. Can price break it? Yes. The tendency of breaking it, how high is it? Is very low. The probability is very low. Yeah. So imagine nobody taught you about support and resistance. Yeah. So when price got here, as far as you're concerned, you don't even know about support and resistance. So you don't know that price should be pulling back. You just know your strategy. Buy two positions. And you just came into the market at any buy two positions. You just got here. You bought two positions. Yeah. Price will be going down. Price will be going down. Price will be going down. Say price go around here. And then you just use your imagination or based on you see the profit. Oh, it's now £300 profit. And you lock in your profit. And now what will now happen is you will now be hanging on hope for price to come back here. So that then the position that is in minus can then erase and then you can then say you made £300. And guess what happens? This happens. And price just keeps going and it looks like it's never going to come because this is weeks and weeks. So you will not only lose the profit that you thought you've locked in, you will even lose more money. Yeah? And this has happened to me when I was an amateur trader as well. Yeah? Like I said, most of the things that I know now, I didn't have anyone to teach me. I learned by experience. I learned by making mistakes. I learned by losing money. So I would advise you to, pay attention and learn so that you can make a better progress than I made. Exactly. Buying and selling or trading in two directions is very, very efficient in the middle of channels. Very, very efficient. It could be a straight line. It could be a straight line channel, which we call a range, or it could be a downtrend or uptrend. When price is in the middle and you're not so sure. If you're really, really sure where price is going, then there's no point using buying and selling at the same time because you know. But if you do not know, you're not sure, then you can use it. Especially when you see prices beginning to fluctuate in the middle. like when you see things like this happening. Yeah? When you see things like this happening, then you can use it. Yeah, you can use it. For instance, you see price got here. Yeah, yeah. You didn't when price got here and pulled up. Yeah, you were expecting price to go all the way up, but it turned around down. Yeah, turned around very, very sharply. But hey, it's then pulling back around now. It's not reaching all the way down, so it's not like it's coming to test this line one more time. Okay, and it's done this. Yeah, and just when you thought it was going all the way up, it's pulled up onto this level. Yeah, almost around this level. It turned back down again. So you're thinking, what's going on now? Where's price going? Is it going to go up or down? And I really want to trade. Yeah. So what I would do at this point is I will buy and sell in opposite direction. And my plan will be, should it come down first? Yeah, I'm going to leave it to come down. When it gets to this support, I'm going to take my sell profit. Yeah, and I'm going to wait for this line to send price back towards me. Yeah, and if I'm very, very brave, I'll put it buy here. Yeah, yeah. And should, in case the price goes up, yeah, I would anticipate that this level, yeah, will kind of send price down. So I would buy. So imagine I bought here or there, yeah. Yeah, as soon as price begins to approach this level, I'm not even going to wait for price to get there, to be honest. As soon as price begins to approach this level and make at least significant progress, I will take my profit. So price may then go up a little bit more and then eventually come back to that point. Yeah, you will have found a middle point where price will cross, both ways. The price, you just know that somehow something will bring price back to that level. Okay, that is how to know when to use that strategy, and then you use it. Yeah. Again, trading a bounce is a strategy as well. Yeah. So people will let price hit this level, and some people will just buy straight as price is hitting. Some people will wait for the bounce. Okay. That is a strategy as well. Okay. Now, so trading in opposite direction is definitely a good strategy. It's just that you need to know when to use it. Another trading strategy is to be able to forecast channel formation. Okay. Let me give you a very good example. Let me look at a smaller time frame. Yeah. Let me look at smaller time frame. Okay, look, this is what I've done here. I've seen the bottom of the channel, okay, because price has tested this level 1, 2, 3. But the top of the channel, how did I know to put a line here? How did I know to put a line here? How did I know? Okay, from experience, I have learned and known that once I find one side, I can kind of use it to find the other side. Yeah, I found this side. Yeah, I duplicated the line and I pulled it up. All I have to do is make it touch the first one. Yeah, I'm waiting for the second one to confirm that this is a line. Okay, this is a resistance support. Like I said to you, for you to establish a support or resistance, price must have bounced off you at least minimum of 2 times. The more times the price bounces off you, the stronger you consider that support or resistance, and the more you can rely on it to behave as a support or as a resistance. In other words, to send price back. So, yeah. So I found this now. Yeah. So how does this help me as a strategy? If I'm looking that price is taking off from here, okay, and I'm expecting price to come to the top here, I can buy here. Yeah. I can buy at this level, and I can put a sell position here. I can put an order. Yeah. Remember, order is something you set to kick in should the condition materialize. Okay. So I can put a sell order here. Remember, we were saying that this formation, I said I wouldn't sell yet because I'm not sure if this is going to happen, if price is going to fit in this space. Yeah. And again, I wouldn't buy the remaining distance because the selling can start from here. So what is the strategy that I'm going to use to trade this? How am I going to trade this? I'm going to use the order strategy. How am I going to know at what point to place my order? How am I going to know price is going to get there? There's no way to be 100% sure, but your probability can be high. How? You're going to go to a smaller time frame. Yeah. And this time I used 15 minutes. Yeah. And you're going to see a channel that is forming. Obviously, it's not fully formed yet. Yeah. You're going to use your knowledge of support and resistance and your technical knowledge that you've gathered to be able to forecast where price is going to hit the resistance. And based on the fact that I found one side, I use that to predict the other side. Yeah. And I can then say, price is going to hit it somewhere around here. Yeah. Somewhere around here. Somewhere there. Yeah. So how do I trade this? Because I don't want to sell from where price is now, because I'm scared that price could still go up. So what am I going to do? I'm going to place a sell order around here. Yeah. Say the price level is 2535. Yeah. 2535. I'm going to sell. Yeah. I'm going to say sell. So I'm going to sell 5 positions. Yeah. At price level 2535.72. That was the price level. Yeah. Sell when price get there. And if I place the order now, yeah, this line is going to stay permanent here. Yeah, it's going to say GTC, means good till cancelled. That means that position will execute except I cancel it. Yeah. So what happens is it puts a sell order in here for me. It won't execute except price gets there. Now, what does this mean? What this means is that if I sold from here, instead of taking the risk of price moving against me, I decide to sell from here, but I'm selling from here even when price has not gotten there yet. But I've been able to decide or been able to use my technical skills to anticipate that price is going to get there. So I sell from there. So what will happen is when price do get there and my sell position kicks in, and then the trend eventually starts, what would happen is I will have gotten in at a point that is really, really decent. Look at where you can still see the position is still there. Look, I will have been able to sell from there. So the person that sold from here last week, I would have been able to get the same profit as them, even though I'm selling today ahead of the week that is going to start on Monday. Okay, that is a very good strategy to trade and price at support or at a resistance or at a support ahead of price. Okay, and this strategy works for me like magic. It always works, always works. And even times when I want to trade, I look at the market. Price is not where I want to get into the market yet, but I feel like I may not be able to look at my chart. Maybe I'm going to get busy, but I really, really want to take that trade. I'm just going to set an order. Yeah, I'll use a small time frame to be able to see a channel that is forming, but that will form. And I'll put a sell order or a buy order there, and I'll just leave it. And most of the time when I'll come back, I'll just see that the trade has now been open and I'm in a lot of profit. Okay, that is a strategy. So because obviously you're going to be trading support, buy at support, sell at resistance. And there will be so many times that you will see that price has not just touched it. What do I do? This is a very good strategy to use. You don't have to open a trade there and then. You can set an order to open a trade at a position around where you really, really want price to get to. And sometimes, does it happen that I come back and I see that price just didn't get there and price just kept on going? Yeah. But at least at that point, I'm now very sure that the reversal has happened. Then I can find a pullback to join in. Okay. But at this point, we don't know what's going to happen. Price is still fresh at that level. We don't know if it's going to turn around here or if it's going to do a little bit of dilly-dally. That is how to trade that. That's a very good strategy. To buy ahead of time using the forecast strategy that tells you where price is going to get to. So guys, so I touched on at least 2 strategies today, isn't it? Trading opposite directions and also buying ahead of time. Yeah. So we'll leave it at that today. Guys, please, yeah, try it this week. and give me your feedbacks. But again, ask me questions, please. If anything comes to your mind, please just put it in the group and add me in the group, okay? And I will respond to you. So thank you very much again, guys, for coming on the class today. I know many people didn't attend today because it's probably that time everybody's busy trying to, do their exams or study. So I understand. So they can always catch up on the videos on the YouTube channel. But thank you very much, guys, and I shall see you. Potentially, I'll see. My Wednesdays have become very busy these days, but I'll see what happens. We may be able to meet this Wednesday. Wednesday is Christmas Day. No class on Christmas Day. Yeah, there's no class. Not gonna do that. Not gonna happen. We're not doing it. So no class on Christmas Day. Ivana, come and say hello to you. Come and say hello to you. Ivana wants to say hello to you guys, by the way. So yeah, you're gonna see our face today. Bring your chair. Yeah. So you're gonna see Ivana's face today. I mean, you're gonna see her when we have the what's it called? There you can see she's got a Christmas jumper on. Yeah, she's the operations director for Havilah Financial, and she also project managed for TFL. So she's a very, very busy lady. But yeah, she's given us some of our time to. So she does the admin for the academy, which is, I think, is very generous. So yeah, say hello.
Hi guys. Hope you're well. Yeah, I just want to say hi this morning or now this afternoon. Thanks for those of you that could join us today. Yeah, I kind of actually just wanted to allow you to just see my face. Obviously, I'm usually here, like I'm always here when we're holding class, but yeah, I'm just kind of like in the background, just doing what I do, making sure that, obviously everything's still running. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of like go into the new year and it would just be nice, a little surprise. And obviously I've worn my Christmas jumper because it's the festive season, and a little bit insight into me, I love Christmas. So
yeah, she does.
I do. So
she does.
Yeah, follows me around.
She started Christmas in October. She started Christmas.
That's not true. But
so what's going to be happening regarding the link up with them?
Okay, so what I'm going to do with regards to the link up, I'm going to put a message in the group. I'm going to try and get as much response from everyone as possible with what their availability is, kind of in around mid-January into February. Obviously, we're coming towards the end of the class now, like our 3 months course. So we definitely do want to be able to give an opportunity to meet all of you guys in person. This has been really nice. We've gotten to know each other, but I guess that one-to-one human, in the flesh kind of interaction is always nice as well. So we want to be planning that. And we've got like things in place already, but we need to also know when you guys are available. And we've gone through exams and studying. We want to be able to work around you guys as best as we can. So I'm going to start to gauge that in the group chat. So yeah, if you can just be active and responsive, and then you can kind of get that locked down as soon as possible. And then yeah, we'll get to meet up. Really nice.
Amazing, guys. So yeah, again, thank you very much for coming on the class today. And I shall see you guys on Saturday. Okay, I'm gonna see you guys. I'll see how it goes. I'm excited to say, you know what, I want you guys to just enjoy your festive period, and I don't want to bore you with a lecture on the Saturday. Probably maybe put an instruction in the group for you to just interact with the group. But if come next week Saturday, if the class is doable, we'll do it. If not, I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy it because it's still still Christmas, New Year kind of festive period. So yeah, please have fun with your families and enjoy your food enjoy food, enjoy family, enjoy relationship, and I hope you've learned a lot up until now. And of course, the final phase will just be to round up and of course to, like I said, give you guys more confidence, answer your questions, and form a stronger family. Okay, so I don't just want you guys to just graduate and just go. Okay, we're still going to be in touch. We're still going to be a community. Yeah, amazing. So enjoy the rest of your evening, and we shall see you when we see. Yeah. Bye. Adios, amigos.